right, getting started. Got a big smoothie here. About 10 bananas. Hey Ed, just got back from a run and looking forward to a nice big smoothie here. Hey Byron, did you change your profile pic? Mountain View, C9 Mango, what's up? Good. Hey Planet Janet, how's it going? Good afternoon, guys. What's my fave basketball shoes? Nike Hyperdunk low tops. Hey Boise triathlete. I like shoes that have good grip for basketball, by the way. That's my #1 requirement. I gotta be able to dig in and like be able to defend someone really good. Hey JT and Sass Vis. Just got back from a run. I actually just got back from Maui last night. Yeah, I've been there since Thursday for Angie's birthday, so just trying to kind of get life back to normal here. Hey everyone, thanks for joining in here. Yeah, I just got back from Maui last night and had a wonderful time in Paia in the North Shore, and I celebrated Angie's 50th birthday. So I've been following our Instagram, Happy Healthy Vegan. You've been seeing pics from that. So yeah, look forward to us sharing just a video of our trip in Maui with you guys. Hopefully, we got so much footage. Hopefully we'll have get it out in a week or so. And I just got back from a run. Just trying to get my life back together. I didn't run or exercise. I hiked a lot, but I didn't do much running or anything like that. So yeah, Angie's 50, I'm 50. This is what 50 looks like, guys. If you know, take decent care of yourself. So anyway, yeah, we're kind of back to life, back to reality now. Let's see. Where do I get my boxes of bananas? I just go down to Whole Foods. You can get a case discount there. So their price is already way lower now that Whole Foods got bought by Amazon. But yeah, just go down and ask for a box, get a case discount. Hey Zev, how's it going, Zev? So what have I missed? I've been gone. Haven't watched any YouTube since Wednesday probably of last week. You can get a box now for under 20 bucks, I think, with the case discount and everything, or low 20s, something like that. What has been going on in the vegan world? Anything cool happen, guys? Tell me. Anything crazy happen? Yeah, I heard some about Joey Carbstrong getting in the mainstream media before I left. Good for him, man. Yeah, they were getting in they were activizing against someone who was in the animal products business, right? Yeah, Joey seems like a cool guy. You know, kudos to Joey, just like, you know, going strong, carb strong, activist strong, right? Kudos. Yeah, what else going on? Someone said a vegan gains debate. No, I haven't seen anything cool. Debating 4 people, holy mother! I want to debate someone. That's why I titled this thing, you know, Live QA and Debate a Vegan. Hoping you know, some of these non-vegan loving folks will get wind of it. Okay, Earthling Ed did one too. Cool. Cool, you went vegan 3 weeks ago. What's your long name there? Goodwill Farms, Regenerative Farming. Awesome, awesome. What's my take on vegan keto? When someone wants to do keto, vegan, or otherwise, my first question is like, why? What's so awesome that you've read or heard about ketosis? Why do you want to burn ketones and all that stuff? Why? I don't understand why, especially, you know, since plants are, you know, primarily a carb-rich food, why do you want to not eat plants than, you know, like normal carb-rich plants? I just don't understand. What's the benefit of ketosis? Usually, 99% of the time, people are into weight loss, right? Is that what's going on? What did I get up to and eat today? This is it. I had a little bit of let's see, if Ray's Lover's around, I'll let him moderate for sure, but it's been pretty chill so far. I had a little bit of a banana bread that I brought back from Maui yesterday with me. So I had a little tiny bit of that before I went running, and now big ass smoothie. a natural to vegan debate. Her heart, she does nothing live. She has to, you know, have her video camera and editing going on to do it. Advice for beginners: just watch our channel. You know, see how we do it. Because even though we're not beginners, we just show how simple and easy it is to be vegan. How can I increase my protein being a vegan? Well, you're probably already getting enough protein, but if you need some more nuts and seeds, I have lots of pumpkin seeds, greens. In fact, most of the top protein-rich foods that you can eat are plants. I think 7 of the top 10. So yeah, legumes, greens, nuts and seeds. You know, that's it. Soy affecting estrogen level myth. I already made a video about that. Look it up. I made a video about that about 2 months ago or so. It's based on something David Wolf was talking about. So yeah, watch my video on that. What is Doomies? It's a restaurant in Los Angeles, particularly Hollywood, and I think Toronto is the other one. Let's see. What else you guys talking about? Dutch people becoming vegan? Awesome. Awesome. Veggie Grill or Doomies? Well, they're totally different. Doomies is kind of cool if you want like some really like down-home, unhealthy, greasy comfort food. And I don't say that as a diss. I think Phil, I know the owner, I've known him for a long time, way before he made restaurants. Yeah, if you want that kind of thing, go there. Have him, you know, recreate the Big Mac for you. Veggie Grill's a chain restaurant. There's dozens of them, and you know, the food's slightly healthier. It's still pretty salty and stuff. But yeah, Doomies is just more greasy, fun, comfort food. Veggie Grill, fast food. Angie, we're getting our lives back together after our trip. Yeah, she's down at the local coffee shop, hopefully chilling out. She likes to go there and get some alone time, but unfortunately, sometimes people in the neighborhood recognize her, not from Happy Healthy Vegan, just from living here, and they take her time away. So hopefully Angie's chilling out right now, drinking some coffee. Do I ever see the world becoming vegan, Haley? Yeah, that's my goal. I mean, the whole world, I mean, that's a lofty goal. I mean, I'd be stoked if in the next 10 years we can have 10% of the planet vegan, and in another 10 years have 30% of the planet vegan. I mean, that could really, you know, change some stuff. I'd like to get there quicker, but I'd be happy with those goals. But would I be satisfied? No, of course I want more and quicker, but I would be happy to see those changes go on. Do I like animals? Not eating them, slip sale. I like to love and pet and observe and all that, but not harm. Ooh, I must have missed a question there from you, Kitty, about damages and why. Best B12 source. I just take a B12 sublingual spray a couple times a week. My almond milk, which is in here, has some B12 fortified in it. So yeah, between those two things, when I got my blood test last, I had a B12 reading higher than like 95, 98% of the population. Oh, Race Lover's back. Right on. Thanks, Zev. Yeah, nutritional yeast. Look up nutritional yeast if you have no idea what that is. It tastes like cheese. You kind of just sprinkle it on your food. You can cook with it. We use it all the time and keep it carb baby. Our book, yeah, nutritional yeast. I've heard some debate whether that the B12 in there actually is absorbable. I don't know, but I use tons of it, and I tell you, I have pretty high B12 levels. Factual free thinker. I feed our cats. I don't want to tell you how to feed your cat because I know it's kind of individual. Read this article in Good Magazine about cat vegan nutrition. They talk about how most cats can go vegan, not all can. Our cats eat a number of things. They love this stuff though. It's Ami. We don't get sponsored or anything. It's all vegan cat food. Hey, the cats are all excited. I mean, not only do our two guys go crazy for it, the feral cat outside, Layla, we feed it to her. The squirrels love it, the possums love it. So check that out. It's kind of expensive because I tell you it's an import, but it's really good. But yeah, I don't want to tell you to feed your cat because the last thing I want is to harm or make your cat sick. So yeah, research vegan cat food. Like I said, I don't want to go into animal nutrition. Seriously, I barely got human nutrition figured out, sort of. Do I work or just do YouTube? Yeah, all our social media, our music, our businesses, selling our books and stuff like that. all kind of add up, you know. Not any one of them's like, you know, all that much, but once you add up, I've been following this philosophy of multiple streams of income for decades. So that's it, multiple streams of income. Let's see. Oh, thanks, Jerry. Yeah, I'll keep doing these chats. I enjoy doing them. I was trying to do one from Maui, believe it or not. I was just really busy the whole time. And I was there for Angie's birthday, so I wanted to give her my full undivided attention. No, Zev, I'm not a semi-pro basketball player, but I think it's safe to say I play decently well for a 50-year-old dude. I mean, and I go to the gym all the time and play guys half my age, and, you know, not a problem. In response to Joey Carbstrong's news interview. Cool, I'll check it out. I guess his story kind of escalated since I've left, so I'll see what's going on. How ripe do I like my bananas? I at least want to see some brown spots on them, Sean. Yeah, I mean, mine, I bought them before I went on my trip, so they could be a little riper. I thought that they'd be riper now, but anyway, I saw some brown spots. Maui was awesome, Sarah. Yeah, really, yeah, really sad to leave there. It's beautiful. We stayed on the North Shore, Paia, very vegan-friendly town. We got recognized a bunch of times there, so it shows you how vegan-friendly Paia is on Maui. It's awesome there. Not because we got recognized, but it's just a great place. Why do fellow vegans obsess with showing horrible vids, even to fellow vegans? Yeah, I don't really like to show horrible, like, animal slaughter vids to people, especially vegans, because we already know this stuff. So why do I need to really, you know, show you again the horrors that you're aware of? And then it's gross, you become sad, and maybe even desensitized after a while. I don't know. It's not my thing, but if someone else does it, cool, you just don't have to watch them. But yeah, each their own, you know? It's just not my thing. Because I said, we know what it's up. We know what it's like, so why do we have to keep seeing that? And we are affected by it. We are hurt. Why do we need to be full of sorrow and you know, anguish all the time? Yeah, show it to non-vegans. They're the ones that don't know. Do I always get recognized in public? No, not at all. I mean, no, I think on our trip to Maui, we only got recognized like on the first day and on the last day. Yeah, we're thinking about going to Colorado. We were just talking about that. Let's see. Okay, have I ever arched my back? I don't think so. I mean, in yoga or something like that. This smoothie feels good. All right. Oh, you don't want to debate me, Stephanie? Probably because you are vegan, right? Yeah, I was hoping to get maybe a non-vegan or two to come on and try to tell me how veganism's horrible, it will destroy my health, and who knows what kind of crazy crap. Yeah, just today I have no I just have bananas, coconut water, and some almond milk. I have no strawberries because of our trip. I got to go to the market. Ooh, I'm getting low battery. Hang on a second. Let me get a cable here to charge this up. All right, guys, 1 second here. 1 second. I really need to get this battery replaced. I went to the Apple store. They said, no, your battery's like fine. It's like 94% of capacity. I said, no way, man. My battery is not good. All right, so hopefully it's charging up right now. We'll see what happens. Let me re-plug in the cord here. All right, so anyway, let's see. I know I missed a few questions there. I'm sorry. You're getting paleo ads? Wow, I haven't seen them yet. Let's see. Do I wear hemp clothes? I have some hemp clothes. I don't have a whole bunch. I mean, I bought some stuff at a store in Santa Monica that sells hemp clothes. I bought some stuff from some online store in Canada a while ago, but I don't wear only hemp clothes, but I do enjoy some hemp clothes for sure. What do I think of the new mushroom leather? I haven't seen it yet. I've heard about it, but I haven't seen it yet. Where did I take Angie for her birthday dinner? Great question, Tara. We actually 2 nights in a row in Paia went to a place called Flatbread Pizza. They have my favorite vegan pizza in the world. They have for the appetizers is vegan greens, vegan salad, really good. And then the vegan pizza out of this world, man. And then the third night too, I just got some and brought it home, ate it on our ocean view porch there. But yeah, a place called Flatbread Pizza. What's up with the guitar video? Which guitar video are you talking about there? Let's see. I saw a question about meat eaters. Hello Ryan. How do I personally deal with religious meat eaters whose answer for everything is their holy scriptures? Well, just throw it back in their face. I mean, first of all, it says in Genesis that God gave us all the plants and everything, and then later on he said, right, after the flood there were no plants. There was a flood, so you can eat the animals. But I don't know if that meant eat them forever. Anyway, just tell them the religious text can be used to justify all sorts of wicked things like slavery, war. Yeah, Genesis 1:29 is what I'm quoting there. But yeah. Racism, I mean, it can be twisted to use all sorts of things that aren't virtuous. So, yes, I'm religious, I'm spiritual. My religious persuasion is more Eastern. If I have to identify with any, I call myself Buddhist. In fact, we visited a Buddhist temple in Paia yesterday. Started walking around the stupa, which is this kind of curved dome building, turning this wheel to release prayers and blessings to all sentient beings. Every time you turn the wheel, supposedly 1,000,000 prayers go out to sentient beings. Fully awesome. I felt really good doing that. And also kind of the divinity found in like yoga. So, but I'm familiar with most religions of the world, let's say, So, yeah. I just don't practice the dominant religion of the United States. Yeah. So I guess I would say I'm Buddhist, and kind of believe in the divinity found in yoga. We can't prove that Buddha existed. That doesn't even really matter. Are you joking or not? I mean, Buddhism really is a philosophy, a psychology, a way of looking at the world, a way of understanding your thoughts. That's it. I mean, if Buddha didn't invent it, cool. If some dude named Fred invented Buddhism, cool. He didn't get the credit. I don't care. So it doesn't really matter. Favorite Buddhist principles, just get to the basics, the Four Noble Truths. Just look up the Four Noble Truths of Buddhism. That's a great start right there. Like all life is suffering. Suffering is caused by attachment, desire, and clinging. And, just keeps going on from there. So to give up that attachment and clinging kind of releases you from that. And, yeah, check that out. All right, so let's get back on to here. I don't know what your question about Buddha existing or not. I'm not sure if I'm following. Anyway, let's see. Have I heard of the stones that formed during a Buddha's cremation? Yeah, what's it called? Relics or something like that? I've heard of stuff like that. In fact, I thought this Buddhist temple I've been to has some on display, Hey Sean, how's it going? Any tips on how to remain energized and focused all day? I would say if you're up all day, I mean, you should burn a lot of energy. You probably need to eat a little bit more than an average person whose less energy needs are less. Who's my biggest guitar influence? Oh my God, Sancho. Oh my God, so many. I mean, when I was younger, it was probably like Jimmy Page of Led Zeppelin. No, I still think he's an awesome guitar player. David Gilmour was a huge influence. Pink Floyd. Let's see. Lately, I've been listening to a lot of Doyle Bramhall the second. John Mayer's been playing really well lately too, on his own and with the Grateful Dead. What else I've been listening to lately? I don't know. I listen to all sorts of guys though. Each one's different. Each one has their own thing. Oh, cool. Yeah, I heard we hit 180,000 subs while we were on our trip. Byron, thanks. Yeah. Thoughts on artificial sweeteners? I don't know. I don't have any real opinions on them. They kind of, the concept of them is kind of weird, and the taste of them is kind of weird to me. But yeah, if you're not harming animals and not really harming yourself, and you enjoy it, cool. But yeah, me personally, not a huge, not a huge fan of them. But yeah, I'm not against them or anything like that. Um, let's see. Yeah, I saw that documentary, Might Get Loud, with Jimmy Page, Jack White, and the Edge. I thought it was funny. I thought just Jimmy Page just was just in a whole nother league. I mean, he's one of the, it's going to go down as one of the, best guitar, top 100, 200 best guitar players, in rock history. Well, the other guys will not. I thought it was kind of funny. Um, let's see. Let's see. We got to talk about my guitars, Bobby. You've seen a Telly, a Paul over the years. God, I should do a video about my guitars. I have a couple Strats. I have a road-worn Strat that I've heavily modified, totally changed around. I have a John Mayer Strat that I bought like maybe over 10 years ago. I have a Telecaster that I had two. I sold my old one, put a new one together. I have a Les Paul that I got in high school in the 80s, and a few other guitars here and there. Thoughts on cloning, like cloning plants? I mean, yeah, we do that all the time out here. No big deal, Yeah, Byron, I will do a guitar live stream for sure. I know I keep promising it, and yeah, just today's not the day. I just went out and did my run, want to hang out and chill with you guys with the smoothie and try to get down and get some work happening, because I've been gone for so long. Taoism versus Buddhism. I see both. Taoism's an awesome, yeah, I tell you, I'm more Eastern religion. Taoism is rings very true with me. It's a very, it's a Chinese religion that kind of appeals to at least certain aspects of Taoism, kind of like artistic people that like nature and kind of want to get away from it all. So yeah, I have my Taoist influence for sure. What first inspired me to try to be vegan? The idea that I could live and be healthy and not have to kill animals. Like, why do animals need to die in order for me to live? Am I so bitchin'? I'm so awesome that animals need to die for me because they're beneath me? Like, no, I thought that was stupid. So that was it for me. And once, I started doing it and feeling better, I was, started losing weight and had more energy, and found out, oh, it helps reduce your risk for the most, common forms of death and disease. Yeah, I was sold. And that it helps the environment. Actually might be the only thing we can do collectively to change climate change. Honey, yeah, I'm not going to criticize you if you use honey. It kind of just goes against the philosophy of trying not to mess with or harm other sentient beings. And bees, they're doing their thing, and you're taking their thing away from them. Beekeepers might be nice to their bees, but they are kind of exploiting the bees' productivity for money. It's just a slippery slope to like dairy or something like that, So that's why, we just try not to harm other living beings. But like I said, if you are a vegan that does honey, I'm not going to be the vegan police and going, oh, you're not vegan and shame on you, blah, blah, blah. I'm just happy you're doing all this stuff to not kill animals and not destroy the rainforest and not, all these things that happen from, regular business as usual with non-vegans. So cool, I'm just saying, it's just kind of not doing honey extends the philosophy. Yeah, it's technically not vegan because it kind of goes against the not, harming or disturbing other animals. But again, I'm not going to come down and be the vegan police though. So, and I kind of encourage others too, not to be jerks to people. Just because you're vegan doesn't mean you have a license to go off and tell people that they're bad people or just try to be chill. I think that does turn off a lot of people, That's my opinion. Like, what's the goal? To make everyone perfect or to make everyone vegan? Or to get everyone vegan? But yeah, there's so many better sweeteners. Yeah, great point, Lisa. There's so many better sweeteners than honey. So if you're into honey, try some other stuff you haven't tried before. Agave, I put that in my oatmeal all the time. Yeah, maple syrup, I put that in my oatmeal quite often too. So yeah, just try some plant-based sweeteners. And honey's expensive. And some of these plant-based sweeteners are at equal price or lower price. Like agave is cheaper than honey. So try, maple syrup is life. I totally agree with you. I miss having that in my oatmeal. I've been putting agave in lately, but maple's good, just kind of expensive. Let's see. Any other plant-based fats other than avocados? Yeah, I love freaking avocados. If you're in the tropics or live in a Asian district, you probably could find yourself some durian, frozen durian. That's super fat food. Nuts and seeds. You know, um, I thought beans and tofu. I know they're higher in protein. I think they might have a little higher content in fat too. But yeah, eat avocados, man. Avocados, nuts and seeds. Yeah. Yeah, nuts and seeds, walnuts. Yes, Cosmic Madman. Walnuts, great. Yeah, I like all nuts. You know, I hardly a day goes by where I don't have some nuts and seeds. Seriously. Yeah, if you want to go crazier, yeah, nut butters, stuff like that. Yeah, you can do that. My favorite seed, all seeds, all nuts and seeds are good. I don't think there's any. Yeah, jackfruit's great. Yeah, it's kind of tough to cut and stuff, but yeah, it's great. I eat pepitas, Kelly. Yeah, otherwise known as pumpkin seeds. They're like pumpkin and squash seeds. I have cashews. I like walnuts, almonds. I don't get them that often, but yeah, those are some of my favorite ones right there. My main ones are like cashews and pumpkin seeds, and walnuts. I don't do much live music. Now we're more of a studio creation. Um, do I worry about food miles? No, it's not local for you. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, I mean, I look at the whole picture. Yeah, I mean, I know my bananas come from far away, but still, the environmental impact of eating bananas is way less than eating like a cow that was grown next door to you. So I do factor all that in, though. I agree with you. You want to think about that. If you have a nice local sweetener there in Australia that you love, yeah, go hard into that for sure. Is it too late to start running at age 50? No, you just got to be careful. You got to start slowly. Go really slowly, go short distances, and do that for a long time so your body can build up not its muscles, but like the tendons and joints and bones even to make running safe. Opinion on food combining. Yeah, I'm aware of the concept. I know it's more of a raw food principle, but even in the world of how we eat, yeah, there's some things to not combine at the same time if you don't want your belly to get kind of funny feeling. But no, I don't really think about food combining all that much. Cali isn't environmental friendly. What do you mean, California? How would California be less environmentally friendly than other places? No, we're not really into kombucha, Callie. Yeah, Angie finds it like I do, kind of too acidic. It's like wine, which I'll have once in a while. We had a glass of wine on her birthday. We shared a glass of wine. But yeah, it's kind of acidic. We're not huge fans of it. Do I think lab-grown meat is okay for vegans? Well, it doesn't really exist yet, right? At least nowhere in commercial form. I thought they can make some, but it'll cost like 100,000 bucks or something like that. I see the potential for that in pet food. If you want to eat it as a vegan, I'm not going to be the vegan police, but you probably shouldn't spend $100,000 on an ounce of meat right now, is my guess. Did I watch SpaceX? No, I think that happened while we were gone, right? Did he put a Tesla into that rocket payload? Here's my arm. It looks like I was one-armed, huh? Dr. Greger recommends no oils. Yeah, we don't really cook with oils. Very rarely. Sometimes I'll use a little coconut oil when I'm making some popcorn here just to kind of coat the pan. But yeah, we don't cook with oils. But I know when we go to restaurants, they have oils and I don't freak out then. So yeah, it's hard to live a life with no oils. It really is. And I found when I go to restaurants, which is not that common, guys. I guess if I ate at restaurants all the time, it'd be an issue. But yeah, if you get some oil at a restaurant every week or two or whatever, unless you have heart disease or something like that, trying to recover from heart disease, probably not a big deal. Yeah, you can't avoid oils when you're out. So I just try not to like freak out or anything like that. Did I get rid of leather shoes I acquired before being vegan? Now, I don't have any leather shoes. Well, I did find an old pair of Birkenstocks that I used to have in the early 90s, I think it was. And I can't remember if I got rid of them or donated them or something, but I haven't worn them. I discovered them like maybe 3 years ago. Like, whoa. Dinner ideas, Zev. Keep it carb, baby. Read our book, man. We got so many dinner ideas in there. Pump for the Olympics. It's a Winter Olympics, right? I don't really do any Winter Olympic sports, so no, I'm probably not going to watch much, if any. when I was a kid, I kind of like watching the bobsledding and the long ski jump thing. But other than that, no. All right, Kay, what is your question, Kay? It's hard. I have 169 people on right now. So if you don't mind asking again, you can even copy and paste it again so you don't have to type it all out. Yeah, I apologize, guys. If I only had like 10 of you guys, yeah, I'm not answering questions, you could make a case that I'm ignoring you, but I'm trying my best. I really, really am. But yeah, when you have more than 100 people, even 100 people, it's tough. A natalist. What is a natalist? Can you explain what that means? Yeah, I see what you're saying there, Zeph. Queen Bush. You know, that's one good way to look at it. It's been done. The damage has been done. And another way to look at it, yeah, is people think you're kind of promoting it if you're wearing it. I don't know what to say, you know? It's like, you know, yeah, there's an argument for both sides for sure. Yeah, Ray. So the chat moves too fast, getting all the questions. Okay. Am I against having kids? Again, no, I'm not against having kids. I mean, just because I don't personally have children, it doesn't follow that I'm against having kids. No, no, I love kids. You know, I met a beautiful 2.5-year-old in Paia yesterday. Berlin. If you happen to be watching, Dave, it was cool meeting you in Berlin yesterday. You have a beautiful daughter there, really sweet girl. No, we love kids. No, we're totally into kids. Maybe if anything, I'm against the idea of people having too many kids. Like if you have like 13 kids or something like that, that's kind of not sustainable. I'm more into sustainability. So but I'm totally not against having kids. I just don't. I just didn't find the need personally to have them. Neither did Angie. So we're on the same page. I don't even know what the birth control implant is, man. Terence McKenna's a great author. I have Food of the Gods. It's a wonderful read for sure. I think I have another book or two of his as well, and a few lectures on CD. Let's see. Favorite marsupial. Well, since we live here, it's got to be the opossum. We have some possums that come around here, and they eat our vegan cat food that we put out there. What's that, Jorge? You like a lot of vegan cuisine, but the illogicality of expecting everyone to adopt our particular idea of what being healthy is just preposterous. Well, that's an interesting claim. Who says I'm expecting everyone to adopt my diet of what being healthy is? In fact, that's an interesting question, Jorge, because most vegans I know aren't trying to get people to adopt our diet because of its healthiness, even though it's scientifically shown that eating a plant-based diet reduces your chance for the leading causes of death. I'm talking about heart disease, diabetes, stroke, and the most common forms of cancer. But the real reason why people want more of you guys, non-vegans, to go vegan is twofold. One is unnecessary animal suffering. Why do we need to raise 70 billion animals per year to slaughter them needlessly for people to eat meat? And all the resources that go into raising 70 billion animals, all the food, all the water, all the antibiotics, all those resources are wasted. I mean, we could just use a fraction of those resources if people eat plant-based. So the result is we're destroying the planet, and I assume you're younger than us, Jorge. So when you grow up, do you want to have a planet that's livable, or do you want to have rising sea levels, wacky weather, and have a planet that just might not be livable for humans in about 100 years? I mean, that's a big freaking deal right there. So it's not that we're trying to impose our lifestyle on others. We're trying to actually do something meaningful to save the planet, something better than driving a Prius or using like LED light bulbs. And at the same time, we're trying to prevent the needless slaughter and torture and killing of 70 billion animals. It's stupid. I mean, look I'm healthy as F, 50 years old. I don't need animals, and I'm healthy. My blood tests prove it. So that's what I'm talking about. So if you pull something out of what I said there, that I'm trying to force all other people in the world to go vegan because of my particular idea of health, that's not really what we're talking about here. Anyway, let's see what he's talking about here. Rebel. Ryan, when I can run for a long time, but have to stop for 10 seconds every mile or so. do that. Maybe you're going a little too fast, Rebel. Maybe try slowing your pace down. Say you're doing 10-minute miles. I'm just pulling a number out of my butt here. Slow down to 10 and a half or 11-minute miles to see if you can sustain your runs without stopping. But if you have to stop for a while, just look at that as something you probably won't be doing forever. If that, that's called interval training. I was doing that today. I was doing sprints up this hill here, 30-second sprints, and just kind of jog down really slowly, rest for maybe 20 seconds at the bottom, repeat it again. So it's not a bad thing. Let's see. Yeah, good point, Zeph. When you talk to people about going vegan, bring out different reasons for why veganism is so important, depending on their age, their mindset, what they're into. All right, Zev, man, take it easy. Yeah, hopefully we'll see you when you're out here. Hey, Brina Robinson, what's up? What's my opinion on the fact that the Impossible Burger's key ingredient is had to be tested on rats? Yeah, that's a big deal, huh? I thought the reason for that was not that they wanted it to. It's because the FDA is so retarded that they only accept a certain small amount of ingredients as normal human food. So if you go outside of that, like I was reading how Josh Tetrick was getting some heat because he was using mung beans in the one of his new products. Maybe it's the one of his burger or egg products. Anyway, like mung bean is such a normal food. I mean, especially if you live in Asia, like India, mung beans are normal. But the FDA is retarded. They don't understand mung bean proteins are normal human food. So some tests had to be shown that mung beans are safe, even though humans have been eating them outside the United States for like thousands of years. So it's retarded. Yeah, and the CEOs of these companies aren't happy to do that. The good news is, if I'm hoping that since these tests have been done now by Impossible and Hampton Creek, that the FDA accepts these ingredients as part of human food. So in the future, when someone else brings out a product that has like mung bean or whatever, they won't have to do the test again. So I see the greater good there. So yeah, I'm not gonna like boycott Impossible Burger because of that, but I see the greater good. And Hampton Creek said when they had to do the test on rats, the rats, unlike many other tests, were not destroyed. Yeah, sure, you have to have a rat to do the test, but they didn't kill it right after or anything like that. So they try to do it as non-lethally and killing as possible. Let's see. Do I like Jay and Silent Bob? I haven't watched those guys in years. I was never a big fan. Let's see, Kimberly, if you don't like the smell of burning meat, then you should get off the planet? Wow, can you explain more of that? If you don't like, why should those who don't like the smell of burning meat, like say a lot of Buddhists don't like burning meat. So you're saying these Buddhists who are vegans and vegetarians should kill themselves? And I know like a lot of babies don't like the smell of burning meat, so we should kill these babies or anything like that? What are you talking about? I don't understand that reasoning. Why is the smell, the ability to have pleasure and joy at the smell of burning dead animal or human meat, you didn't say what kind, cat, dog meat, a requirement to be able to be on this planet? If you can't handle that, you should go. Explain that. Let's see. How often do we shower? Every day. I'm gonna go as soon as I get done with you guys here. I'm gonna go hit the bath here. Let's see. Do I own a plant-based agave surfboard? No, I know. I met Mike the Vegan's friend there down in Oceanside, and I'd love one of those boards. In fact, if I talked to him, I could probably get one for a slightly reduced price, but they're pretty expensive. So I would love one. They're beautiful, they're rugged, durable, and yeah, I would love one. If you guys want to chip in and buy me an agave longboard, I like my boards about 10 feet long, big fat single fin. So if you guys like 60s style rails, that's what you can order me. If anyone wants to give me a special gift there. Do I use deodorant? Yeah, I've been using Schmidt's ever since they hooked up with us. A while ago. I know they got bought out by Unilever, but I haven't talked to them since. I video bombed the Mike the Vegan agave surfboard video. Yeah, I saw you put it out like last week, but I haven't had a chance to watch it yet because we're getting ready to go to on our trip. Am I a fan of CBD and cannabis? Yeah, I'm a fan of legalization of cannabis, and I hope cannabis replaces alcohol as America's #1 drug. Hey, I'm going to put this in the sink so it doesn't stain, and I'm going to get some water. I'll be right back. Don't go away, guys. All right, check this out. I got some more food here. We were talking about pumpkin seeds, pepitas. There we go. Have a few pumpkin seeds here. Yeah, I'm pretty full. Actually, I'm really full. That smoothie filled me up. Cool. Did one of you guys just buy Keep It Carb right now? Is Katarina here? If so, thank you. I just saw I got a notification that someone got Keep It Carb Baby, our book, Angie's book. Pumpkin seeds, guys. Love them. Gotta get my protein. Where do you guys get your protein? I talked about religion earlier, so I think usually these live streams, I take them down pretty quickly. I just leave them up for our Patreon subscribers, but I'm gonna leave this one up. So you guys can watch the entirety of this video if you like. So I go back and watch. I talked about like Buddhism, maybe about 10 minutes into this video. So check it out later on. Kind of went off for a bit. I don't want to go back into that again. Let's see. Hey, can't stop lying. Have I heard any reviews of Beyond Meat's new sausages? Oh yeah, I read that they're coming out with a Beyond sausage. No, I haven't read it yet or seen it anywhere. So if anyone's had it, I do have a race lover. He's my moderator right now. So I don't mind any trolls if they want to have a vegan debate of some kind. Let's see. How many times are you going to ask the "Are you religious?" question? I'm not a Rasta. I'm definitely not a Rasta. Cannabis isn't a gateway drug. I totally disagree. Alcohol is a gateway drug. Do you like sea buckthorn berries? Wow, I've never even heard of that, Steve. What is that? Let's see. More recipe vids. Yeah, we have a whole bunch already on our vid, comrade. Check out on our homepage on Happy Healthy Vegan on YouTube. We have several playlists for like raw, cooked, different kinds of recipe vids. But yeah, I'm getting Angie to make some more recipe vids for now. Vitamix or Blend Tech, get them both. No, just get whichever you find for a good deal. I know they both work really well, last a long time. I happen to have Vitamix. So I have like their cheapest one, just has 2 speeds, high and low, and the sucker is rugged. Where do you stand on animal testing for animal drugs? Animal testing for animal drugs? Well, I've never really thought much about that, but initially that does not sound all that cool. No, I don't really think about the whole Aldi's thing. We don't have an Aldi's out here, so okay, is Jorge still going off? What is he talking about? Murder of humans is never going to stop. Does that justify murdering other people? Well, I wish I saw Jorge's comment there. Buckthorn berries from the woods give you massive, but I've never even heard of those. So, inline skate. No, I've never tried that, Sean. I would probably kill myself because I can't stand on roller skates. Would you say that my mellow personality has helped me to stay young? It might help. I mean, trying to reduce stress is important, but it's not that I live a stress-free life or anything like that. I'm dealing with stuff all the time. Snowboard. I'd love to snowboard because I skateboard, surf, so I just need to go snowboarding sometime. Well, I see ya, Adissa26. Thanks for jumping in. My sun sign, I'm a Leo. Cautious of fruit sugars? Like what kind of fruit sugars we talking about? Like processed stuff? Not sure if I understand that question, Taylor. Bestiality side in a person? I'm not sure if I get that. Let's see. Wow, so many questions. Do I take B12 every day? Oh, no, not every day, but I tell you my almond milk is fortified with B12, and I have a sublingual spray. I haven't taken it since I've been back from my trip, so I have it at least like 2, 3 times a week, though. Um, let's see. No, Fernando. Someone's asking the time. Yeah, I'm on Pacific time zone here, but no, I don't have any vegan family members yet. Oh, you're meaning barbaric there, not bestial. Okay, I get it now. I was going, that's an interesting question. um, let's see. Well, guys, so I'm just trying to keep up with the flow here. It's like overwhelming. My brain's like starting to like hurt a little bit. Whoa, I'm just gonna have to pause here. Did I like meat when I wasn't vegan, Jorge? I mean, I was just a normal person, like eating a standard American diet. So yeah, I liked my food then, just like I like my food now. I realized I was probably not making the best decisions as far as my health when I was just eating the standard American diet, and I wasn't making the best decisions when it came to sustainability, the health and longevity of our planet, not to mention the needless suffering of animals need to be killed for me to keep on living. So that's what I don't get. Why do people think they're so egotistically important? Why are they so into themselves that they feel animals, it justifies killing animals for them to live? Why? Will you lose weight if you went vegan? Depends. If you eat like, junk food vegan every day, you probably won't, because you'll still get a bunch of calories from fat. At least it will have a bunch of saturated fat typically and cholesterol, so it'll at least be that much healthier before you probably won't die of a heart attack. But if you eat a whole food plant-based diet like how we eat here in Happy Healthy Vegan, watch our videos, check out our book. I mean, and assuming you're just not fully sedentary, yeah, you probably will look and feel better is my prediction. Junk food vegan. Junk food vegan is are vegans that eat too much processed food. Like they go to the stores and buy all the burgers, all the processed meats and processed cookies and ice creams and so on and so forth. All the chips, and not to say we don't have them. I have a pint of Nadamu in the fridge that I got over a week or so ago. But yeah, we just try not to eat too much of that stuff. Yeah, you can just live off Oreo and beer, yeah, like someone just has said there, and that'll be vegan. It's not healthy for you, and it's junk food. How much ALA can I convert into EPA? Watch the video that Mike the Vegan did on essential fatty acids, and I actually made one as well too. His is more in depth, but the bottom line is you're no more at risk of being fatty acid deficient and on a vegan diet than a non-vegan diet. Let's see. Yeah, vegans can get heart attacks for sure. I've never met one or heard of one, but I know it can happen because it doesn't mean you're heart attack proof. All it means is going vegan, especially high carb, low fat, vegan, significantly reduces your chances of heart attack. It doesn't say you're heart attack proof 100%, but Dr. Esselstyn says those that follow his diet are virtually heart attack proof. If you do what he's doing and you get your cholesterol below a certain amount, he says his patients who were previously like on death's door with heart disease become heart attack proof. So anyway, I don't know who Rick and Morty are there. He went vegan for a week and got diabetes. Right. We aren't talking about heart attack. I just mentioned heart attack. It's actually true, Lisa. You've heard that, and you've heard right. Yeah, check out Dr. Esselstyn's book, Preventing and Reversing Heart Disease. I think the name of it is. He's done clinical trials, and you've seen that photo I show all the time. How over like the course of 2 years, a heart attack patient's vein, they have a photo of it clogged up on the before, and on the after, it's opened back up again. How did that happen? Surgery? No. Magic? No. Just eating a high carb, low fat, no oil, vegan diet. You've got the clogged arteries to open back up again, and no other diet in the world has been shown to do that.
Do I take green powders? No, you're talking like chlorella and spirulina and stuff like that. This stuff tastes kind of gross. I've had them before, but I didn't find they're first of all they're super freaking expensive. So, you know, people are making a boatload selling this stuff, and I didn't feel like I was any healthier. I could run faster or jump higher on the basketball court. It just seemed like it was just sucking my money away, and that money I could put into buying more bananas or more cherries or more potatoes. So no, I don't do any of those superfood type things. I just try to use my money wisely, and if it works for you, cool. But for me personally and Angie, we weren't finding any benefit, and just negatives, losing money to something that seemed to be doing nothing. Let's see, B12. What are we talking about there, Tav? Uh, I said that I use the Garden of Life B12 spray. Oh, I could use it too. Um, they sold their company to Nestle. You're kidding. Um, that sucks. I mean, I'll still keep using it for the time being, but yeah, I'm not liking all this consolidation with all these like non-vegan companies thinking they need to get in on it. I'll check that out. It doesn't seem like that would be part of Nestle's business model, trying to sell vegan B12 sprays. I'll check that out. Not say I don't doubt you, but I'll check out that story. Oh, someone has a cat that looks like Bodhi here. Yeah, he's a Lynx Point tabby. Mm, I missed him so much when we were gone. He's my spirit animal. Mm. Anyway, this is my child. You guys are talking about, am I against people having kids? I feel like I have a kid. I do so much work for my cats. I help them out in so many ways. So, and they return it with love. So I feel like I am a father. I am a father. Who says that your children have to be of the same species of you, right? I mean, you see that in nature. You see those Facebook videos like where a pig will adopt a kitten or something like that, So this shows you can have cross-species parent-children relationships. Who says your child has to be a human baby? These guys are rescue cats too, Bodhi and Jojo. So they needed someone. They needed a family to come and take them in as their own children. And these guys, since we're home with them so often, they really, they're really they're just like kids to us. Anyway, yeah, you're your dad too then, Fernando. Yeah, there's really not much difference. All the love and care that goes on. Let's see. Um, what else are we talking about here? Let's see, Jaden, what are you asking? Can I have a mod? Because I've been here since you streamed and subscribed. What are you talking about, Jaden? Do you want me to answer a question or something? Or I'm not sure what you mean by a mod. Uh, some equivalent. Someone said vegans are deficient in heme iron. That's just nonsense. Tell them that heme iron is actually the more carcinogenic of the two. And in fact, most Americans, we're talking, meat-eating Americans, get the majority of their iron. They absorb most of their iron through plants rather than heme. So tell them that's actually a good thing. Heme iron is not like some people have tried to argue that heme iron is more absorbable and better. Well, yeah, it's actually too absorbable and the body can't regulate it. This is what I read from Dr. Greger. I'm not a medical doctor. So yeah, your body doesn't know how to properly regulate heme iron absorption. So it's actually more dangerous for you. The body can naturally regulate non-heme iron absorption. That's why you don't get cancer from plants as far as iron goes. And you can, fire back. Tell them you guys are probably fiber deficient. And odds are you're one of the 90% of Americans that are potassium deficient. Why are people worried about, protein and iron? Most people are deficient. I've never been a protein deficient person in my life, but I go outside, meet 9 out of 10 people, they're going to be deficient in potassium. And iron is so easy to get too, cool, but you're so right. If that's the only reason for not going vegan, it's retarded. I mean, just show them again. Look up top sources of iron. And in most top 10 lists, you'll see the majority of those top sources of iron are plants. It's a silly argument. Silly argument. Broccoli sprouts. Yeah, I haven't had them in a while, but for sure. Our cat. That was Bodhi Rage. So yeah, he's got beautiful eyes. Every time I come back from a little trip, I see those eyes and I go, man, they're just so lovely. I don't know too much about vitamin K2, so yeah, I don't want to talk about something that's totally out of my wheelhouse. Hey, Marion, just joined us here. Balding at 19, that's probably just genetic. I'm sorry to say. You know, I don't think diet has much, if anything, to do with balding. Um, yeah, just it's a genetic thing. If you have brothers that are balding at a certain age, you probably will too. And it doesn't matter if they're paleo, if you're vegan. It just, that's one thing that where genetics will kind of trump you. Um, what are my thoughts on vegan keto diets? Raymond, I want to ask why vegan keto? What do you hope to gain from vegan keto that you can't get from just eating a normal plant-based or a regular vegan diet? And my guess is you're trying to lose weight, right? You want some kind of rapid weight loss. The thing that happens when your body produces ketones and expels water weight and all that stuff. Why do you want rapid weight loss for? Because we all know, even the most hardcore keto proponents admit eating keto is not sustainable. It's not something that you can or your body is meant to do 24/7, 365 days a year for the rest of your life. So if you want to have a diet that's sustainable as far as weight loss goes, keto seems horrible because you can't sustain it. But the way we eat here, high carb, low fat vegan, or just regular, just eating plants. Why even call it high carb? Because plants are naturally full of carbs, unless you eat just like avocados and durian. But what I'm saying, the way we eat is completely sustainable. You can do it every day, the rest of my life, and maintain a good weight. I don't even think about weight loss anymore. I don't, people talk about, oh, that diet's good for weight loss or this. I don't even think about weight loss. I mean, I want to maintain my weight, maybe even gain another pound or two or something like that. I think people are too weight loss obsessed. Am I still friends with vegan gains? I haven't talked to Richard in ages. I assume we're still on good terms. I was giving him some crap a while ago about his views on Islam, but I still think we're mature enough to be able to understand each other. I mean that we don't hate each other. We just disagree on some stuff. Let's see. SS, you're worried about protein and hate lentils and oats. Let me ask you, SS, why are you worried about protein? I mean, if you are, first off, there's other things besides lentils. I mean, pumpkin seeds here, tons of iron, tons of protein. In fact, if you just have like my banana smoothie that I have every day, which is about 10 bananas with a few fruits, that already has about 30% of my RDA of protein. I'm not even eating any high protein foods in there. But yeah, you can eat greens. Leafy greens are full of protein. But odds are, unless you're going out of your way to eat some really weird foods, it's really hard to design a vegan diet where you're getting sufficient calories, where you're not also getting more than sufficient protein. So I always ask people, why are you worried about protein? Are you like exercising crazily? Are you more active than I am, like ×4 or something like that? I mean, why are you worried about protein for? I mean, why not be worried about fiber or potassium or iron? Why protein? I'm just kind of curious why so many people come to veganism concerned about not getting enough protein. I tell you, I've met so many vegans, thousands and thousands of vegans. I've yet to find a protein deficient vegan. I've never met a protein deficient person in my life, let alone a protein deficient vegan. But I tell you, just walk out the street and odds are 90% that the first person I see out there will be potassium deficient. And odds are pretty good that they'll also be B12 deficient too. All right, Black Bum. All right, we got a troll here. Yeah, okay, good job there, race lover. If you want to debate Black Bum, that's cool. If you just want to come here and say stupid crap, that's not cool. But if you want to like say something, yeah, cool. Put them in timeout. Yeah, we don't mind people coming here that are not vegans that want to have a vegan debate. But if they just want to sit here and go, oh, I like to eat meat, yum. That's not a debate. That's just acting like a 3-year-old. Okay, maybe a little older than that, but you know what I'm saying. That's not why I come online is to talk to people. Ooh, yum, yeah, meat. Anyway, for those worried about any nutrient, just go to Chronometer. Yeah, go to chronometer.com. That's how it's spelled there. Can't stop lying. Punch in any food, and if you're making a meal, just punch in all the ingredients, and you'll see exactly how much iron, how much B12, how much vitamin C, how many omega-3, anything, all that stuff, and a balance of all the 3 macronutrients. Carbs, fat, protein. You can see what's there. And what I'm saying, it's really hard to eat a diet that doesn't have enough protein unless you're you're skipping out on calories. I just talked about vegan ketogenic diet. Like, why do you want to go on keto for? Tell me why. Is it for some kind of weight loss thing? And you know, keto, you can't sustain it. Even the most hardcore proponents of keto know that you can't stay on keto 24/7, 365, like say I can on my diet. Do I support our president? No, I'm not a big fan. You guys should know I'm about freedom and not screwing people over. So, and I'm not into racism, and I'm not into building walls. So no. Uh, let's see. Yeah, the Donald Trump diet is really cool. You seen how he just eats at McDonald's all the time? Yeah, his cholesterol is already sky high. He's on some kind of lipid reducing drug to get his cholesterol to still pretty high. No, I didn't vote for Hillary. It didn't matter in California. The state wasn't in play, so I voted for peace and freedom. Didn't matter. It really, California was not a swing state of any kind. It didn't really matter. I totally would have voted for Bernie 100%. In fact, I hope Bernie runs in 2020. Seems like the only viable Democrat that people like. But heck, I don't want to get all into politics right now. It's been nice being in Hawaii and not reading any newspapers or seeing any news. It's cool. Enough illegals voted for Hillary? No, I don't know any illegal. Can you name one illegal that voted for Hillary? I mean, most people I know that voted for Hillary were like, middle-aged white people, far from being illegal. So that's just a generalized racist comment, Edward. So none of that. I don't tolerate racism on my social media. So if you say anything more, me, a race lover, will ban you. It's on Facebook. Oh, so if you read a story on Facebook, that's so stupid because Facebook has been shown to be the epicenter of fake news that was put there by Russian funded sources, because you can see when you put a Facebook story and promote it where the funding comes from. So yeah, if you read something on Facebook during the election, odds are you were duped by a foreign government. So how do you feel about that? You think you have the truth, but actually you've been manipulated by Vladimir Putin and his budget. So yeah, not the best source of actual true news there. Facebook promoted stories. Anyway, all right, Edward, just letting you know, Facebook is it's well known. I'm just not making some crap up here. Well known that Facebook got it's a ton of stories paid for by Russian sources regarding the election. Hey, 619, good to see you here. Let's see. I've been on an hour actually. Yeah, no human being is illegal, Steve. Full on. Yeah. Yes, you can get B12 from food for sure. The nerd. That's where it comes from. It's a soil bacteria. The dirtier your food, the less you wash it, the mud and dirt off, the better. But yeah, since we live in a kind of more sterilized world, it's harder. That's why 40% of people, not just vegans, 40% of people are close to being B12 deficient. Cool, thanks, Papa Bear. I don't know who Mr. Bean is. Okay, Edward, no offense taken. I just want to let you know that yeah, Facebook had been infiltrated by foreign news, foreign countries like Russia promoting fake news. Anyway, and so we asking there stuff. Where do you buy tops and cookbooks? I want a Keep It Car Baby shirt. Oh, that's from our website, happyhealthyvegan.org. Yeah, we got pretty much all our sizes of shirts in right now, and we still have Angie's book. I'm gonna have to reorder it. You guys have been buying it so much over the past few months. I think we have to start a fourth pressing of Keep It Carb Baby. So yeah, thank you guys. But yeah, it's on our website, happyhealthyvegan.org. If you watch any of our videos, besides these live ones, the link is in the show description to our website. So yeah, happyhealthyvegan.org. Where's our music? What do you mean, where's our music? We're working on our music, and we have tons of music out there on Spotify, Apple Music, Bandcamp, SoundCloud. Our music is out there. And the name of our band is Love Spirals, all one word, Love Spirals. Yeah, Chris, I'll do a rundown of my studio, or our studio for sure. Yeah, it's small but very powerful, very efficient studio. Let's see. Yeah, actually, we've lowered the price of Keep It Carb Baby, the ebook. It used to be 14.99, but after it was out like over a year and a half or so, we over the at the holidays we lowered it to 12.99 and have kept it there for you guys. So if you want to get Keep It Carb Baby at a good price, yeah, now's the time. Yeah, I'm a guitar player, Chris. That's why I've got some good guitars. Yeah, I've got a couple nice Strats. I have a really nice Telly that I put together, a Les Paul that I've had since high school, and a few other odd guitars too, and a Martin acoustic guitar. Uh, so yeah, do I take any vitamin B 12 supplement? I mean, I don't take any subs. Yeah, just B12. And am I self-taught as a musician? No, I had lessons for a few years, maybe 2 or 3 years when I was in like 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 sixth, seventh grade, eighth grade, something like that. But no, we don't play shows. We're a studio project because I don't have like a drummer and a rhythm guitarist and a bassist and a guy who plays Rhodes piano and Hammond organ and synthesizer. I do all that, even though most of those are virtual instruments. So no, it's just me. I do all the stuff, all the music, and Angie does the singing. We share in the production and songwriting, but I kind of do the bulk of that since I'm the guy that plays the instruments and so. But yeah, it's a collaborative thing. Oh, cool! You went to NAM. Cool. Yeah, I like to go to NAM sometimes. It's a bit overwhelming and drives me crazy. No, I don't. I used to use Pro Tools up until like maybe 2008 or so. And I switched over to Logic, and I'm still on Logic 9. As soon as I finish this album, our Love Spirals album, which is just about done, I'm gonna finally upgrade to Logic 10. Hopefully, I won't be lost on it. But yeah, I like Logic. Logic's the workflow and that works really well for the kind of work we do. If I owned a professional music studio where I have clients and they pay me and stuff like that, yeah, Pro Tools is the industry standard. But if you're working at home, yeah, Cubase is good, Logic is good, Ableton, all that stuff. So anyway, how long did it take me to balance out my natural weight after I went vegan? I don't remember. I didn't like put a time frame on it. For some people, their weight gets better, like, lose weight quickly. Other people, it takes time. I think I was a little more of the gradual. I didn't have like rapid weight loss or weight gain. So I think it all happened gradually. But yeah, I would say if you're having issues, like if you're kind of stuck at a weight and you think you should be weighing less than that, I would say if you're not already incorporating some kind of exercise, it doesn't have to be like running or whatever, basketball, or it could be anything that you enjoy doing. Even if it's just like walking around or hiking, whatever gets you excited to move around, that's the best exercise for you. There is no one best exercise out there, despite what some dudes on YouTube say and assert. So no cheese pizza? What are we talking about? For a vegan, yeah, no cheese pizza? Well, yes or no? No animal cheese, but there's so many good plant-based cheeses right now that I'm sure if I were to feed you and you didn't know any better, you just eat it right down and you'd never know that you just had some beautiful, like, Follow Your Heart or Miyoko or cheese or something like that. Do I slip on my As Nature Intended shoes? Oh yeah, those slip-on A&I shoes. Yeah, I talked to the owner. He does intend them to have socks on, but I've ran in them barefoot. Um, they do work better with socks. I actually haven't ran in the black slip-ons. I've only ran in those white lace-up shoes. But I'm sure it'd probably be the same. But I would recommend they're not running shoes per se. They're minimalist shoes. So if you're already used to running like in a barefoot style shoe, like a sandal, this will seem like second nature for you. But if you're coming from a regular running shoe, it's going to take some time to adjust. So just want to get that out there. If you're into minimalistic shoes, yeah, check out the A&I lace-up shoe. But yeah, they're not intended for that, but they will work. How much do I spend a week on food? Probably a lot. That's why I'm not into superfoods and stuff like that. I want to make sure my money goes towards something that I know I'm getting something out of it. I wasn't sure of having spirulina and chlorella years ago and maca root powder and all that stuff. Lacuma was doing anything for real. But yeah, I just try to put my money into having good food. Is there any benefit to being fully raw? I tried it before I told you, and I would say no. That's my personal opinion and experience. You know, other people seem to have good results, but those people are few and far between. You know, and kudos to them. I'm not going to knock them. I'm just saying myself and Angie, no. Um, I don't see any benefit at all. In fact, as Dr. Gregor's pointed out, the science doesn't look all that good, you know, for people eating fully raw. It's not that much science, but the little bit shows it's not particularly good. Yeah, we had a great time in Hawaii. But that said, we eat tons of raw food. So far today, you know, I had my banana smoothie fully raw, my pumpkin seeds. I get the raw ones, not the roasted. So I love raw food. I'm not knocking it, but eating fully raw, yeah, it gets extremely boring, and it's hard to always have, even me eating partially raw, it's hard to have ripe bananas all the time and fresh, ripe food. You're just always managing food, and it's crazy. When is our Hawaii video coming out? Give Angie some time to edit it. That's going to take a while. We shot so much footage, guys, so much beautiful. Maui is just gorgeous, you know. There's just so much, we saw so many great things out there. So I would say give her at least a week to get that video of Maui edited. So yeah, probably next week. What's a good brand of vegan cheese? Look for Daya and Follow Your Heart. Not Daya. Miyoko's. Look Miyoko's. Really expensive, okay, but it's really, really good. You gotta try it. Even if you can't afford to eat it like on a regular basis, which we can't, check out Miyoko's cheese. But Daya is kind of salty and oily. It was kind of cool when it came out, like, what, 10 years ago, or that's when it got popular. But yeah, Follow Your Heart, I remember, has some good cheeses too. So yeah, Miyoko's is the best. It's the best cheese I've ever had, hands down, you know, vegan or not. Trader Joe's has Miyoko's butter, vegan butter, but I've never seen them carry the cheeses there. Do I do live streams? Yeah, I do them quite often, Naked Mind. No, not quite often, maybe like twice a week. But a common time for me to do them is Wednesday evenings, Pacific time, around 7:15. I do them after our run. Yeah, chow cheese. Yeah, so look for, I might do one tomorrow night about 7:15 after my run with the running club there. Let's see. Favorite bands, music. Gosh, that would be tough to do. I like so much music. Let's see. Any tips for new vegans? Thanks for loving us, guys. Whole food plants. Just keep it simple. Don't buy a bunch of vegan products unless you feel like you need some burgers here and there. But, you know, rice, beans, potatoes, legumes, vegetables, the stuff that you see us eating in our videos all the time. And yep, check out a copy of Keep It Carb Baby. Like I said, we have the ebook now for $12.99. It used to be $15 for like the first year and a half. We knocked it down to $12.99. Or get the print book. Either way, you know, check out that kind of stuff. And Angie's making a new book too. Hopefully, we'll have that out for you. Maybe it'll probably be next year. I don't think we'll get it done this year. It takes a while to get it all done right. Best vegan food for gaining weight. I don't know what to tell you about that, but if you're really interested in eating, gaining weight, eat stuff that's more calorically dense, like high-fat stuff, you know? Like more nuts, more seeds, maybe some junk food, like some ice cream or something like that. But just, yeah, up your fat content, basically. Nuts and seeds is the healthiest way to do that, for sure. For sure, we ship to the UK, Zeph. Yeah, absolutely, no problem. Yeah, we love to ship to the UK. Yeah, we get... yeah, so stuff makes it there, no problem, no getting lost or anything like that. Even though sometimes customs might hold stuff up, which is kind of rare, but does happen. All right, how often do I do the live streams, Katie? Actually, my regular time is Wednesday, 7:15 Pacific time after I run with my running club, but it's not every Wednesday now because sometimes it's cold. I don't go out with my running club, but if I go run with them, which tomorrow I think I will because the weather should be really nice tomorrow, so I'll probably go run with them at night. And I usually just chill out and chat with you guys as my body temperature comes down, my heart rate comes down, so I can drive home safely. Well, Arizona, I did hear something about them getting a vegan store. What do I think about juice cleanses, Sarah? I don't understand juice cleanses, to be completely honest with you. I mean, why not just do a smoothie cleanse, like a banana smoothie cleanse? I mean, is it really that much harder for the body to digest or process a banana smoothie than some crazy like fruit smoothie? I mean, it's just like a regular juice thing. I mean, I don't understand. It's so much better for you to have a smoothie because you get all the fiber, the nutrients are there that they get thrown out with juices. and it's more, absorbed more readily. Like, or what I'm trying to say, moderated. And the juice is like crack, just hits you all at once. Well, if you have a smoothie, it gets absorbed more slowly. It's just easier to live off of. So anyway, yeah, I'm not sure I understand the benefit of a juice cleanse when you can just do like a smoothie cleanse if you must cleanse. Um, Juice is like crack. I say it hits you like crack. You know, I've never had crack before. I just kind of understand a little bit about it, just a little bit from watching TV probably. Um, let's see. Anyway, yeah, yeah. Juice is cool. I just don't understand the cleanse aspect of it. You know, if I drink juice here and there for sure. Dr. Greger says that there are nutrients in the fiber that we wouldn't get if we didn't eat it. So yeah, the fiber is good for you. That's the thing about juicing. You create all this pulp and fiber that you just toss out, but there's so much good stuff in there. You know, it's like the difference. It's kind of the difference between processed food, like sugar, refined sugar. That's more like juicing, and then whole food. The smoothies is more akin to the whole food. It absorbs better into the body. And so we're saying, Stephen, there's actually no such things as vegan food, and therefore no such thing as vegan. What do you mean there's no such thing as vegan food? You don't have to delete them, Ray. So what are you trying to say that there's no such thing as vegan food? So you're saying like going out and eating some of my spinach sprouts out there is the same as eating a mature cow? Is that what you're trying to say? Hey, Tim, I saw someone just ordered Keep It Carb Baby on our store right now. So Tim, if you're watching, I just got a notification. Thank you. And that's why we put the book out there to help show you guys, some examples of whole food plant eating. Anyway, what was the reason I became vegan, Laravo? It's because I realized that the realization that I could stay alive without having to kill animals, without animals needing to die for me to continue to exist. Think about that. People think, oh, you need to kill things in order to live. Bull effing crap. There's just no truth to that. It's just a dumb excuse, a cop-out, total cop-out. So yeah, knowing that I can live, not only live, as you say there, Naked Mind, live longer, be healthier, and feel better, have way more energy. There was like no reason to not be vegan. Seriously, I couldn't think like, oh, I feel better, it's better for the planet, animals aren't dying, I've got better energy, and lower risk of all these diseases. Like, why haven't I been vegan longer? It made no sense to me. So once I put it all together like that, yes, vegan for life. I mean, if I was into tattoos, vegan for life, but yeah, that's why. That's totally it. Okay, Steve, what do you think? Could you think that vegans are somehow innocent of the mass destruction of animals just because they don't eat the bees that they killed? What are you talking about? Can you speak more clearly? Put together a nice, clear sentence. Innocent of the mass destruction of animals? Well, vegans don't eat animals. So yes, in that sense, we are innocent of the mass destruction of animals. If you're not eating animals, you're not killing animals. You're not supporting an industry that raises animals specifically so that they can be killed, raised in mass, like concentration camps of animals being killed every day. That's what I'm telling you, Stephen. So yeah, we don't participate. We don't support or participate in those businesses, those activities that raise animals solely to be killed. So I'm not sure what you're talking about. Yeah, we are innocent, but we don't walk around, we're innocent of that. But yeah, if you want to look at it and observe and analyze, yeah, we are innocent of that for sure. But I don't go around or anything. Yeah, I'm innocent of the animals being killed, but we are. We just are. So if you have something else you want to say about that, let's see. Hey, Brina, you're making kitchery. Yeah, it's in our Keep It Carb Baby book too. How's it going? You had to sub the cauliflower with zucchini, no problem. Yeah. And purple cabbage, not green. Yeah. Yeah, we did use purple cabbage before. That's a totally fine substitution. And yeah, if you I thought cauliflower is an optional ingredient too, right? You don't have to put cauliflower, and you can put in Brussels sprouts and other things to kind of fluff it up. Yeah, zucchini will fluff it up too. Almond milk is morally superior to a hamburger. Well, plants don't have morality, and almond is not morally superior to anything else. It's just a plant. Um, but it is more moral to drink almond milk than to eat a dead animal that needlessly died because you are so brainwashed into thinking that you need to eat an animal and that you have the right to eat an animal. You don't. So yeah, I mean, yeah, drinking almond milk does not kill cows. It doesn't kill animals. So I guess you could look at that as being morally superior. You have a weird way of analyzing things there, Steve. But yeah, anyway. Um, yeah, why are you comparing almond milk to me? That's what I thought too. It's a strange comparison for sure. I didn't understand it at all. Um, all right, what are we talking about here? You know, can you guys hang on 1 second? This is one problem of having a big smoothie is I gotta pee, so I'll be right back. So if anyone goes, where is Ryan? He's taking a pee, all right? So I'll be back in about 20 seconds, 30 seconds tops. I'll be right back. All right, guys. Coming back, guys. Can you hear me? Whew. All right, all right. Whew. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. All right. Whew. All right. That's what happens when you have a big ass smoothie. Yeah, tell Steve how to read a few books here. How Not to Die, Proteinaholic by Dr. Garth Davis, How Not to Die by Dr. Michael Greger. Just some basic stuff like, say, Preventing and Reversing Diabetes, Dr. Neil Bernard. Watch Netflix, Forks Over Knives, Cowspiracy, if you want to see some what the hell. So anyway, hope I didn't miss too much there. Um, yeah, occupational hazard of drinking big smoothies. Anyway, what else we talking about here? Nope, my parents are not vegan. I'm sorry. Do all lives count the same? How then can you justify killing so many bees for almond milk when one huge... Who says bees are being killed for almond milk, Steve? Can you show me what you're talking about? Where is this evidence that in order to raise an almond, bees need to be killed? All right. Oh, okay, maybe a bee gets killed then, you know? I mean, I'm not denying that no insect ever dies in the plant production, but just because a few bugs might get killed doesn't mean that's the same as like killing a freaking cow and slitting its throat and letting it bleed to death and doing that over and over and over and over and over again. You know, it's a silly comparison to make. It's just like saying, oh, just because you know someone steps on a flea that justifies killing a cow. That's not speciesism. It's just you're just trying to justify your poor meat eating habit by grasping at straws. Like, oh, it's impossible to pull a leaf of lettuce out of the ground without stepping on an ant, so therefore I have the right to kill cows left and right, you know, all day. In fact, as Race Lover points out, veganism saves more bees, not less. Exactly. So I see this argument all the time. Oh, because you stepped on an ant, that means I can kill cows all day. No, I mean, if you add up all the ants I might step on in a year, it doesn't even count for like 1/1000th of a cow as far as weight, as far as calories go. Do you understand that, Steve? You know, if say just like running, I swallow a bug or two. You know, what is that going to be over a year's time? Maybe 1 calorie. But how many calories do you get from animal products in a year? Hundreds of thousands. See what I'm saying? 1 calorie versus like, you know, 200,000. You can't compare the two. It's meaningless. Yeah, both contains lye, but it's like, 1 calorie versus 300,000 calories. You can't compare the two. It's silly. It's absolutely silly. It's a horrible argument. Let's see, what you guys want to talk about here? Yeah, let's have Steve go watch these documentaries. Yeah, Alper, I just got back from a run. Well, not just got back, been on here 85 minutes, but I just did a little run for about 40 minutes today. Did some hill repeats, some sprints, did about 4 of them. I got to get it uploaded to my Strava. Anyway, opinion on vegan bodybuilding. Yeah, it works out great. Yeah, I mean, look at, I always forget his name, just Google. American Olympic weightlifter, Rio Olympics. The only American to qualify and compete in the last Olympics was a vegan. So, his name's like Kendrick, something or another. Anyway, yeah, it works really, really well, despite what people think about, man, need to get all this protein from the meat kind of thing. Let's see. Did I see, I didn't see any vegan gains. Wait, which one's Matt? Is that old dude? I was thinking about taking his argument apart. He's all trying to get all philosophical about the idea of morality and stuff like that, but I figured, why bother, Anyway, yeah, Hendrik Ferris, thank you. Yeah, just Google Hendrik Ferris. You're going to see an example of why is the only guy to qualify happen to be a vegan. So it shows you it works. It's not your diet, it's how you train. And it shows you that a vegan diet will allow you to train hardcore for bodybuilding and weightlifting. Let's see. So let's see Steve again. To be a vegan means you do not use any animal products for any purpose, correct? In that logic, then a true vegan cannot have a dog, cat, reptile, certain species of fish. Again, that's not true, because you can have a dog for you can feed your pet vegan, Being vegan also means you love animals, and you could feed your pet vegan. And see what else we talk about. Hey Beth, I haven't seen you around for a while. So that's a false argument. There's nothing unvegan about keeping a pet, because you're not killing it, you're not whipping it and abusing it. Hopefully you're not. I'm just saying that's typically not how vegans treat animals. It's funny when you hear about animal abuse, it's never a vegan that's abusing it. It's usually a meat eater. So I'm just saying, if you have an animal and you're loving it, like what's wrong with that? Like most people I know that get animals get them from like rescue places and stuff too. What's the best argument against veganism I've heard, Cam? Honestly, I've never heard one. All arguments against veganism suck, because it's just a win-win-win. There's no reason to not be vegan. Just you have guys like Steve trying to dance around the whole issue and trying to find, okay, well, if you step on a bug, you've caused harm to a species, therefore I can eat cows and pigs all day long, because a bug and a cow and a pig are the same thing. They're all animals, and that argument, Anyway, that's yep, you got it there, Race Love. There's no real argument against veganism. Just attempts, just excuses. Let's see, so what are we talking about now here? Cool, Sloppy McFloppy, thank you. Yeah, veganism is not about being perfect. Great point there, Cam. Yeah, I was just telling it to Steve too. Not everyone is perfect. I'm not, again, I always like to point out, I don't want to play the role of the vegan police and go, aha, you're not a level 12 vegan because you don't do blah, blah, blah. It's like, oh, thanks, Dylan. It's not about being perfect. It's about being a better person, not, participating in the industries that exploit and kill animals for human profit and destroy rainforests for human profit. It's trying to make the world a better place by making yourself better, in the sense not feeling morally better, but by making your health better, by improving how you feel and see the world and experience the world. It's not about being perfect. I have no desire to try to make myself the perfect person or the perfect vegan. I know people that do that. They come to our comments and go, I can't believe you ate blah, blah, blah. It's like, whoa, Do you see how what we eat day in and day out? Follow our Instagram for all you guys out there. It's Happy Healthy Vegan. Angie spends. She's probably creating an Instagram post right now. She's probably spends like 3 hours a day on Instagram. So follow us there on Instagram. Happy Healthy Vegan, all one word, and you'll see all the stuff, all the food we're eating day in and day out. So if someone says, "I can't believe you're not eating." That you ate some ice cream. It's all, yeah, we had it like as a special occasion kind of thing. It's not like we're eating ice cream. I can't believe you're promoting ice cream. Well, yeah, vegans still want to have some ice cream. Like when you go vegan, it doesn't mean you have to give up all the things you enjoyed in the past. You can still have vegan ice cream and vegan whatever you want, Why not? Steven, if I were in the wild for some reason and no vegetation was around due to frost, would you say meat, like a rabbit or something, to survive? I would probably not eat an animal in order to survive, to be honest with you. And there's always some kind of vegetation to try to find to eat. And I like these hypothetical situations. No, who knows? I might perish. If I were out in a survival situation and there was nothing to eat, I could possibly die for sure. Because I'm not going to go freaking eat some raw squirrel or something like that. It's totally not. The animals will come eat me. Well, it's part of nature, bro. I don't think a squirrel's gonna come eat me. Depends where you're trapped. If you got lost in an African jungle, yeah, maybe a lion will eat you. But if you get lost out in the mountains here, nothing's gonna eat you here. We don't have predators of that size. A squirrel is not gonna eat you. A raccoon is not gonna eat you. So that's a horrible argument. The animals are going to eat you. Yeah, a squirrel's going to eat me. You're right. What's the biggest animal we have up here? We don't even have bears here, to be honest with you. Lions, though, yeah. How many places have lions? I don't think we have bears in these mountains here. And lost in the wilderness. It depends what you mean by wilderness. There's the deserts, and there's no big animals in the desert. So I don't know why you think animals are going to eat you. Are you afraid of animals that much? You just go out in the world and you see animals. Oh my God, it's going to eat me. I'm going to die. They say that's okay for the animals to eat you. Well, what animals are going to eat me? Most animals are vegetarian. You know that, Stephen, right? Most animals don't eat meat. Just a few things eat meat when you get down to it. Most animals eat plants. Like, let's say you got lost in the African jungle for some instance and you saw a herd of giraffes and elephants. They don't eat you. They're not going to eat you, okay? Say you saw a gorilla, a pack of gorillas. They're not going to eat you. Most animals don't eat meat. You can name, just a few things will eat meat. Yeah, lions, tigers, felines are known meat eaters, but most animals eat freaking plants. I'm telling you, if you got lost in the wilderness here, you're not going to get eaten by an animal. Odds are the animals, you're either too big for them or they eat plants. So that's a horrible argument. The animals are going to eat me. Are you afraid of animals that much? When you see an animal, you think, oh my God, the animal's going to eat me. Yeah, foxes aren't that scary. Yeah, bears and cougars are a little more scary, Beth. But yeah, foxes, probably wouldn't run. I got to check out this Joey Carbstrong situation. I saw the story get started as I was leaving town, and I got to check it out now, what's going on. But kudos to Joey for getting the word out there, trying to shut down someone who's exploiting animals for profit, for sure. Yeah, elephants eat plants all day. So if you saw an elephant, you'd be afraid the elephant's going to eat me. It doesn't work that way, Stephen. Let's see. They had him in a 4-on-1 debate. Well, I totally got to see that. Joey seems like he can handle himself pretty well. So, yeah, I don't mind debating people, obviously. That's cool. I'm glad Joey's got that in him. So if we didn't milk cows, their udders would explode and they would die. Well, Stephen, why do you think cows are producing milk for? Why Stephen, poor Stephen. Cows produce milk so that their baby cows can drink the milk. Well, why don't the adult cows have baby cows sucking their milk out? Because we've taken them away. We've taken the males and either destroyed them or put them in little tiny cages to become veal. If we let a cow live its natural life, it would produce babies, and they wouldn't be artificially kept pregnant. The reason why they're pregnant is because we've artificially inseminated them, so they'll be pregnant 24/7, 365 days a year, so that they'll produce milk at this unnatural rate. And yeah, Yeah, you totally don't understand, Steve. Yeah, if a cow were just to be left on its own devices, living on a farm, in a field, giving babies, the babies would do their thing. They would drink the milk. It's such a horrible argument, Steve. You're thinking of animal agriculture. Yeah, that's what they do. If it's wrong to kill animals, teach tigers and other predators stop eating other animals too. We're talking about humans here, bro. We're talking about humans. Tiger nutrition is totally different than human nutrition. The foods that you need to eat is totally different from, say, a gorilla. Different. Oh, it's closer to a gorilla actually, but it's totally different from a tiger. If you were to follow the tiger-only diet, you would probably be sick and dead after a few years or a few months. We're talking about humans. We're talking about humans here. Humans don't need to eat animals. They don't. Plain and simple. Tigers might have to. I don't know tiger nutrition as well as you think you do, Stephen, but I know human nutrition. We don't need to eat animals. Plain fact. So why pull a tiger's diet into it? Why don't I pull a bonobo's diet into it? You know what bonobos are? Bonobos and chimpanzees are closest genetic relatives. It's like 99% the same DNA as yours, Steve, and mine, Steve. 99% as opposed to a tiger's. Guess what they are? They're pretty much vegans, pretty much plant-based, raw vegans. So if you want to base what goes on in nature, look at the bonobo and chimp's diet, not a tiger's, because your DNA is not that of a tiger's. Yours is most like a bonobo and chimp, and they eat plants, brah. Let's see, Nathan. What is Nathan asking here? If I missed Nathan, I'm going to try to scroll back to Nathan. I got 179 people on. So Nathan, I missed your comment, so ask it again. I apologize. I just got a lot of people on. Let's see. All right, thanks for joining us, the nerd. Yeah, just copy and paste your question again, Nathan. I'm not trying to ignore anyone. I tell you, I have 174 people, so it's flying by pretty quick. Steve, you got me now, Nathan. Been asking all stream, every stream. What is it, Nathan? I want you to ask, please. I will stop and answer Nathan's question. I will not answer anyone's question until Nathan asks it. Fire off, Nathan. Nathan's not going to ask? Oh, I'm sorry, bro. Just ask. It's nothing personal. Seriously, it's just a lot of stuff flying by. And Steven's been so entertaining for us here. Okay, well, we'll just move on. Do I think people who eat animal products a few times a month, lean meats, are more healthy than junk food vegans? If so, should junk food vegans stop using health arguments against non-vegans? Well, interesting question there, Nathan. In theory, yeah. I mean, you could eat what you're describing there, a low meat diet, but have everything else be super healthy, and compare that to a vegan who's living off Guinness beer and Oreos and ice cream. You could compare the two, and blood tests, fitness-wise, and the vegan probably wouldn't compare as well. But again, you don't have to eat junk food and Guinness to be a vegan. So what was your thing, though? You're wondering, if so, should junk food vegans stop using health arguments against non-vegans? Well, I think you're making a straw man there. If you're eating Oreos and Guinness, I don't think you have a leg to stand on for making health arguments about vegan diets. I don't see too many junk food vegans making the health argument for vegan diets. They're usually making the moral arguments, animal suffering and animal rights. So I think you have a straw man there that people who are eating unhealthy are making the health arguments. I personally wouldn't make the health arguments if I was eating a junk food diet because I know it's not a healthy diet. So I hope I answered your question there. I personally know vegans like that who push what the hell. Well, they probably push cowspiracy as well. They're just throwing all the various forms of vegan media out there. But, it just means they need to improve their diets a little bit.
You're warm.
Look who's here, guys.
How was your run?
Run is fun. I did some sprints over by the yoga hill.
Oh, really? Were they over there?
Yeah, I saw them all chanting and stretching and stuff.
They were chanting?
No, they weren't chanting.
Oh.
So I'm not seeing any questions right now, guys. Obviously, I will in a second, though. But I'm enjoying
Hi,
Angie
everybody.
here.
Hey, everyone that's saying hi. Oh, no.
What? What's going
Y'all
on?
need a steak. The worst.
I have a moderator here, so
Oh, you do?
yeah, race
Awesome.
lovers. If not, put user in timeout. Nope,
Oh,
no one here
sounds
needs
good.
a steak.
Blah, blah, blah. You feel so good.
All right, so all right. I was kind of purring there, huh? All right, so what are you guys asking? Are you ever going to do a vegan band? We are a vegan band. Let's see. All right, so yeah, people enjoyed Angie's little drop by there.
That's so funny.
I should go pretty soon too. I've been on a while. I need to take a bath and
Oh.
get my day started here. But I just wanted to say hi to everyone. Mm.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Let's see. Wow, comments are flying by right
I
now.
know,
It's so
really
hard.
quick. Oh, those oranges look good. Thank you for the happy birthday.
Hey, Steven, check out Genesis 129 while you're at it too, there, bro.
Oh, one of those God-made animals for us to eat them.
Yeah. Let's see. Damn you vegans and your mad love. So actually, I've been on well over an hour and a half now, guys. So yeah, I should go, but I will leave this stream up at least for today. I used to take it down and just leave it up for our Patreon people to see, but I'll leave this one up today because I haven't put out a video for a bit. So yeah, if you missed some of this, you can go back and check out the whole sort of thing. Like I said, I might do another live stream tomorrow night, assuming the weather's good and I go running with my running club. If so, that'll be about 7:15 Pacific Standard Time, give or take 5 or 10 minutes. So be on the lookout for that. But yeah, I don't do these at any scheduled time, just when the weather's good. Yes, we're going to Disneyland in probably a week or so. We just got back from Hawaii. We need a few days to chill out and recuperate. But yeah, we have our tickets from my friend John who works there, so we're going. Just a matter of when. So it'll be in the next week or two for sure. Yeah, I'll definitely check out the SpaceX launch. I want to see how that worked out.
Oh,
So,
they did a launch program?
yeah, well, we're gone. Yeah. So thanks for joining, guys. You guys have been cool, even with Steve asking his crazy questions. It's all good.
Steve.
So thanks for joining. Much appreciate you guys spending my morning drinking a smoothie with me. And I'll see you guys all soon. So thanks again, Race Lover, for helping me moderate too. It really takes some of the pressure off having to hit these little buttons here. So, all right, guys, I'm gonna go join my wife here, the birthday girl, and keep it carb, guys. Keep it carb.
I'm still.